Hi, we're going to listen to part three, the exercise of listening, part three of Unit 27.
Hi everyone, and welcome to International Chat, our phone-in program for students everywhere. Today's subject is working abroad, and we'd like to hear from anyone who's done this. Many employers and universities say that before you start a course or a job at home, it's a good idea to spend some time travelling in other countries. Some students are helped by their parents, others have to find a job. We'd like to hear about your experiences. And our first caller is Joe. Joe, tell us about your experience.
Well, I had a great time in Ireland. I stayed on a traditional farm where I picked potatoes and looked after the cows. I did repairs to the farmhouse, too. I was given a room and my food, and every evening the old farmer played his accordion and sang Irish songs and told stories. His wife was a wonderful cook. Her homemade bread was out of this world.
Well done, Joe. You obviously enjoyed yourself there. And now we go to Natasha. Where did you work, Natasha?
I'd reached Finland and I was in Helsinki. I earned about £110 each week for 5 days' work. I was employed as a nanny. I helped the older children get ready for school in the morning and then looked after the little one all day.
And did you find the job by yourself?
Well, luckily, a Finnish friend helped me to write a little notice about myself in Finnish, and we put it in some playgroups. Lots of families like to have some help with the children, and they prefer someone who can speak English, but you need to advertise in Finnish.
Thanks for that tip, Natasha. And now we go to Owen from Lancashire. Did you earn money abroad too?
No, I wasn't paid. I was a volunteer. I wanted to do something to help the environment. I was in Canada and I helped to build boardwalks on Vancouver Island. These allow more people to walk in the forest.
Is that good for the environment?
Yes, it'll help prevent the forest from being destroyed by people who want to cut down the trees.
And did you have a good time?
Obviously, I liked helping to save the forest. It was fairly wet there. It rained nearly every day, and it was hard work, but it was fun. I liked all the people there, and the forest was wonderful. The big trees, the wild fruit, and the mushrooms, and the mist.
Well, that sounds magic, doesn't it? And let's hear from Jennifer, who worked in very different weather, I think.
That's right. I was in the desert in the Middle East helping archaeologists. Of course, the sun was really hot during the day, but it was very cold at night. Some people might think it's very romantic to dig up old buildings, which were buried for hundreds or thousands of years, but unfortunately, digging is very hard work. Actually, we needed to be quite fit and know how to look after ourselves. You quickly get sore hands and backache.
And what about the accommodation?
Oh, the camp was great. Each of the workers had a small tent. There were people from every part of the world, and after we finished working, there was normally a campfire and a couple of musicians. But most of all, it was wonderful to spend time in the desert, which was so beautiful and empty. Very different from Manchester, where I'm studying now.
Yeah, I can believe that. Thank you, Jennifer. And we have time for one more caller. And it's Martin, who found ways of earning money in Los Angeles in the USA.
Hello. Yes, I was staying with my uncle. He knew an old man who wanted some help in his house and arranged for us to meet. He gave me free food, and I was paid $12 an hour. I painted some rooms for him, which I hadn't done before. Surprisingly, his landlady was so satisfied with the job I did
that she asked me to paint her basement, and then a friend asked me as well. I was employed by lots of people. Each person told their friends about me. I had a wonderful time and earned quite a lot of money. In fact, I had an email from someone last week offering me work there next summer.
Well, that's great. And that's all we have time for. But I hope our listeners will be encouraged by those stories and start making their own plans for travelling and working abroad.